Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ground and Pound Podcast Best Bets video for UFC 322. Makhachev taking on Della Maddalena in the main event. The welterweight strap is on the line, and as always, we got to talk about money lines, props, and parlays here on the channel. And if you're enjoying the content here, hit that like and subscribe button, as our best bets have been cashing for us. The dog of the week has been hitting. We're on a hot streak right now, and you know what we got to talk about. We got to talk about the slam of the week, the most confident play on the board in my eyes, the one that I put the most money on every week. And kicking that bet off, we have the first leg. Fight goes the distance here between Tracy Cortez and Aaran Blanchfield. I think both women very durable. I think we see a back and forth fight here. I think Aaran Blanchfield is very live for a submission on the ground, but Cortez's wrestling is going to prevent that from being the case. I think we end up seeing the judges' scorecards here in a back and forth exchange for the first leg here of our slam of the week. And for the second leg, we have Islam Makhachev, and new welterweight champ here. I think that he's going to be able to pull this off here against Jack Della Maddalena. The wrestling is going to be too much. The sambo is going to be too much. I'm not too worried about the weight cut. I think he'll be prepared, and I like him here to get it done. And new welterweight champ here, Islam Makhachev, for the second leg of our slam of the week. And for the third leg, we've got Kyle Dorcas here. I like him to get it done against Gerald Meerschaert. I think both guys very capable on the ground. Both guys good jiu-jitsu, good grappling. However, what we've seen with Meerschaert is that he can't necessarily get fights to the ground. He's a little bit stiff on the feet, very hittable, lacks a lot of head movement. And Kyle Dorcas has been working on the boxing. We saw in that previous fight that he had, he was able to get the knockout on Michelle Pereira. If he can knock out Michelle Pereira with the hands, with the boxing and the new improved boxing, he can definitely knock out Gerald Meerschaert here. I like him to round out the slam of the week here, sitting at around plus 105, plus 103, depending on your sports books. Either way, we're getting plus money here for the slam of the week. And for our second parlay here, we've got a two-leg parlay. We've got Wellmaker here. I like him in the money line here to get this one done against Cody Haddon. The power is definitely on the side of this man. He's got the touch of death. Still very young, still very athletic. I think the hand speed is always improving, always something to be wary of. I am a little bit worried that Cody Haddon might come out here and look to wrestle. However, I do think that Wellmaker's going to be athletic enough. He's going to have good enough takedown defense to be able to keep this one on the feet and ultimately find the knockout with the hands. We're just going to take him money line here, getting him at a good price. And for the second leg, we have Susakayev here to get the knockout or the submission here inside the distance here against McCornaco. I think McCornaco is not UFC level. He's pretty much in there to showcase Susakayev's ability to basically just to knock him out. I think it's pretty much just a showcase bout for him to be able to find a finish, add to his highlight reel tape for the second leg here of our chalk parlay. Two big favorites. I like them both to get it done here. You know what the chalk play is all about. Putting those favorites together to get us plus money, getting us around plus 103, plus 105. Again, depending on your sports books. I like this parlay also to cash for us this week. And for our first money line play here, we've got Chepe Mariscal here sitting at around plus 100. I like him to get it done. Stuff the takedowns here of Pat Sabatini, and we know what Pat Sabatini likes to do. He likes to grapple. He likes to wrestle. Very good control once he gets you to the ground. But once you know, if this fight plays out on the feet, Chepe Mariscal is going to have the advantage here. He's going to have the higher volume, the higher pace. He's not necessarily known for his punching power, but the volume and the pressure will add up over the course of the fight if Pat Sabatini can't get the takedowns. I think Chepe is going to do a good job of being able to sprawl and brawl here, scramble, and ultimately win this fight on the feet with damage, with striking. Give me plus 100 here for Chepe Mariscal to get this one done. And for our second money line play here, I think we see Ann New again. We've got Zhang Wei Li here sitting at around plus 100. I almost thought about making her the dog of the week here against Valentina Shevchenko. I think this is a very 50-50 fight, but you can't deny the fact that Shevchenko has looked a little bit slower, a little bit, I don't want to say over the hill, but out of her prime, a little bit slowing down here at this point in her career at 37 in her previous fights. And we've seen her get out-wrestled. I think Zhang Wei Li could come in here and definitely grapple. We've seen, I think the speed is on the side of Zhang Wei Li as well. I think the punching power is on the side of Zhang Wei Li. I think the technical kickboxing and Muay Thai definitely the edge to Shevchenko, but I think if Zhang Wei Li wants to pressure here, be aggressive, I definitely think that she could pull this one off. And I think we're going to hear a great price at plus money. The speed advantage, the power advantage, a little bit younger as well. And I think that she can mix in the grappling as well. So give me Zhang Wei Li here to get this one done for our second money line play. But you know what money line play we're here to talk about. It is the dog of the week. If you've missed it already, The highlight reel tape is up. You already know if you've seen that video. We're looking to make it 3 in a row. And this week's dog of the week is Michael Morales. Full highlight reel tape on the channel. I'll leave a link in the description as well. A link at the end of the video of why I like Michael Morales here to get it done against Sean Brady for 3 in a row for dog of the week. And you know what we have to talk about? We have to talk about the props. We got a juicy one this week. We got Gregory Rodriguez, second round knockout. With Gregory Rodriguez, we know he likes to come in. He likes to pressure. He likes to be aggressive. And I think that what he's going to do here against Kopylov is similar to the Jack Manson previous fight that he just had. He's going to be measured in the first round. He's going to pick his shots. He's going to have good forward pressure, but he's going to really look to be a little bit more technical than he's done in previous fights, especially since that Cannonier kind of gas out performance that he had where he had Cannonier hurt early and kind of gassed and ended up getting finished. I think that he's learned his lesson. He's going to be more measured. I think that the thing with Kopylov here, he's not going to be able to have anything that's going to get the respect of Rodriguez. He's going to be measured early, get his reads, and ultimately find the knockout here in the second round. That's sitting at around plus 1,000, so we're getting 10 times our money here. I love this bet. I think it's a great one here for our props for the juice, and I like Gregory Rodriguez to get this one done in this fight. Second round knockout here, sitting at around plus 1,000. And as always, we got to let you know what's on the channel. We've got the dog of the week, like I mentioned, looking to make it 3 in a row. Full highlight reel tape as well for your entertainment. Mama said knock you guys out this week. Hit that like and subscribe button for that one, along with the full card breakdown here for UFC 322. Detailed breakdown with Carlos and I here on the channel for each matchup on this stacked pay-per-view card. And as always, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.